I'd like to think. I mean, Tyler Perry has a lot. Is he a billionaire yet?
He's not.
Okay.
But he's
pretty,
up there.
Yeah,
he's pretty close.
I'd like to think that if I had that kind of flow, I would be this person.
I would like to think that too.
I mean, actually, I really genuinely feel that I am that kind of person. That I am that person because I like to help. And if doesn't hurt him.
I know I would be that kind of person with my friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would be that much this person with strangers. Now I know I would do quite a bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely give to charities and different things and organizations and I would definitely do good deeds and kind things or whatever. But I'm not sure, just being perfectly honest, if I would be this, you know what I mean? This much, this person.
I think I would. I'll tell you, I try to do things anonymously when I can. When I do what I can do, that's like what Tyler Perry did, which is I can't do that at all. But
right.
Like what I can in my own range,
yeah.
I try to do anonymously. I have more than once. Like I've seen somebody at like Jack in the Box who just didn't have enough money for their meal, and my heart goes out to them. It's Jack in the Box, and you don't have enough.
Right.
So I've stepped up and I said, and there's like yours is this. I'm like, I'm paying for that dude too. Just tell him for me because I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then they'll say like, hey sir, someone has paid for your meal. You can have it now.
Yeah.
And I just don't try not to take credit for it.
Right.
That's how I like to do it. So I think I would do stuff like that. And these are people I don't know.
Right.
It just breaks my heart when I see somebody that can't help themselves and I can.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah, no, I get it.
If they can't help themselves, that's different.
And you know what? In fairness to me, I don't know. I feel like I always kind of cheat down, myself with like in me doing good deeds, whatever. For example, I'll give you an example. I always talk about, just in jest when we're talking about finding money and things like that. And I say how it would keep it and this and that. And I've returned money. Every time I found money and it was possible for me to return it, I have. Like the only time I found money and kept it was when it was just like a loose bill.
Yeah.
Just on the street where it was like no way for me to.
Right.
You know what I mean? But every time I found money like in a wallet or back in the day when I used to like clean people's like I used to work with my father. We was cleaning out this lady's garage. Her father had passed away, and she told me and my partner, she was like, "Hey, my father was old and senile, and we found money hidden all over the place. So you might find money here in the garage. Appreciate it if you give it to us."
Right.
We found a lot of money, hundreds of dollars, and we turned it all in. They gave us a nice little reward. But in any case, my point is, I say that, like if somebody told me that story, I'd be like, man, I'd be keeping them. I say that, but then when opportunity comes, I don't really do that.
Well, you also know what's right.
Right.
And you're a person that tries to do what's right. I know that.
I do.
So
I do.
You're in a lot of ways, you and I are similar that way. It's kind of almost hardwired. It's like I just don't know how to do it any other way. I think about the other way all the time, but I just can't do it.
Right.
Because I can't live with myself afterwards. I'm going to have the guilt and yeah.
yeah. And I feel like, somebody probably needs it more than me or whatever. And
even if they don't, it ain't yours.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
And if it was meant for me, I get it.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
If it was meant for me, it'll come back around. I mean, I feel like the universe has worked that way for me.
Right.
Like what's mine comes to me, and what's not mine, I need to get back.
Exactly. So, okay. So keeping with the same, feel good spirit of the show, as we talked about. So the artist Sia.
I love Sia.
Sia goes undercover at Walmart.
Did she wear a chandelier?
She did not wear a chandelier. And I think the reason why Sia is so guarded with her identity is so that she can go out and do things like this without
being recognized.
Because she told people that her name was Cece. And her cover story was, "My name is Cece, and I won the lottery, and I'm just trying to make give you guys some Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever." And so she goes to Walmart, Tyler Perry's old stomping ground, where he's gifted to people. she goes and she just goes from register to register, paying for people's, goods, whatever.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, their groceries and presents and whatever else they're buying, and she just does that. And then they said she left there, and like I said, and then people were asking could they take pictures, and some people figured out who she was.
Mm-hmm.
Most people didn't, I don't think, but yeah. And one person that she helped out put it kind of blew her up on Twitter, put it on Twitter and kind of blew her cover a little bit just because she was so grateful and thankful.
Right.
And after she realized what she did, she kind of apologized, but she just was like, I was so grateful, and I just feel like you deserve recognition for it or whatever. And, but it is just a really nice and just generous thing to do.
Okay. I have met Sia. I don't know Sia,
Okay.
but I have met Sia. Sia was a customer of ours at Williams-Sonoma.
Okay.
And I have to say she was one of the nicest people.
Yeah.
I mean, genuinely kind, lovely, sweet, and banging nails. Banging nails.
Well, she looked like, if you wonder how she looked for this, she looked like any person off the street. She had her hair pulled all the way back into like a little ball on top of her head, and then she had on like this winter coat, kind of like full length or whatever. Nothing fancy at all. She just like a average Walmart shopper. That's what she looked like. And she just went around doing it. They also said that she went to other stores as well. She was spotted at TJ Maxx, not far from that same Walmart, doing the same thing.
And when she was in Williams-Sonoma, again, she was also a regular down-to-earth person. By the way, she's more than just a recording artist. She's written a lot of songs that
Okay.
that you don't associate with her. Associate with other artists. So she's a great songwriter too. So she's actually quite wealthy from her songwriting more than even her musical career.
Right.
And
like
so,
Candy Burris.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so she's got the ducats, but she lives just she's just regular. She's just regular. And I appreciate it. But like I said, I could tell by her manicure is the only thing that made me think this bitch might have some money, because it was so good.
Wow.
It was so good.
Wow.
That's the only tip.
Yeah.
Even her car, it was like a hybrid, but it wasn't like a Tesla.
Right.
So good on you, Sia. And good on you, Brother Tyler. Sister Sia, Brother Tyler.
For real. And I just think it's nice to, because typically, when we talk about celebrities, we're talking about all the negative stuff.
Salaciousness.
Yeah. All the gossip, all the things that they've, the negative things in their lives, whatever.
Sure.
And personal business and
skywriting.
The
just
drama,
outside of child's school after the judge said no.
Yeah. Generally,
not paying taxes.
That's generally so.
Cheating.
We want to give equal time to the good things that
yes.
they do.
She ain't kissed nobody's husband.
Find out. Nope.
Tyler didn't kiss nobody's husband.
Nope.
That we know of.
Oh boy. Okay. So we have another feel good story, but this one's a little bit different. But it's still keeping in line with the feel good. But this is one of our favorite type stories on this show. I know I love these type stories, and we've had them before. This one's out of Florida, of course. So there's a woman, 82 years old, in her house minding her own business. Pip. Mm-hmm. She hears a knock at the door, and this lady's 82, but she ain't no dummy. She hears a male voice on the other side saying, help me. Open the door, help me. I need help, please. Call an ambulance. Do something, help me. Right? This lady said, I ain't calling the ambulance. I'm calling the police. So this lady called the police. Refused to open the door. So this guy proceeds to break into her house. But see, this guy didn't know that she wasn't the average 82-year-old.
Right.
This lady was something special. She's a bodybuilder.
I want muscle.
She's an award-winning bodybuilder who still works out at the Y.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah, he picked the wrong house.
Yeah, Granny got guns.
Granny, yes, she does. So she said when she heard him in the house, she picked up the first thing that she could find, which was a table.
Go ahead, Granny.
Right? Granny picked up a table and broke it over his ass. Knocked him to the floor. Grabbed the next first thing she could find, which happened to be some shampoo.
Okay.
She squirted that all in his face.
So she's smart, too.
Yes. And thinking quick.
Yeah.
Quick with it.
Yeah.
And then she grabbed a broom and continued to whip his ass with the broom.
She doing it movie style.
Until the police showed up.
This is like what they do in like the movies.
Yes.
A little of this, a little of that, a little of that. And then
that's exactly what it sounds like a movie. The first responders show up, and they're so impressed by her. The police, the paramedics, everybody, they're on this lady's porch taking selfies with her as they wheel this man off to the hospital. Granny got all in that ass.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
So, yeah, shout out. Shout out. That's amazing.
Good for you.
You know,
I need to take it to the gym.
Oh, my God. That's so amazing.
When my grandlady passed away, she was 10 years younger than this.
Yeah.
And you could have pushed her over with one finger.
Yeah, my father is about the same age as this lady. And same thing. You could probably push him over. And my dad is 6 foot, 216 pounds at least. This was a little itty bitty 80-year-old woman.
Yeah.
She wasn't statuesque.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't, Meg the Stallion. This lady was little bitty something, probably barely 5 feet something.
But she was strong and smart.
Yes, she was. And she was like, "You please
go ahead, Granny."
She's like,
I'm not mad at you.
Mm-hmm. I ain't no victim. Like, you want some of this smoke?
You protect my house, Granny. Right?
She said, you want some of this smoke?
I love that she just starts off with the table. What's the first thing here? A table. Right. All right. You lucky you wasn't in the living room. Pick up a couch.
And people, you watch movies and they break furniture on people all the time. That stuff is fake.
Yeah, it's meant to shatter.
It's made to shatter. Right. It's not easy to break. Even cheaply made furniture does not break easily over a human being.
No.
It does not.
You got to hit somebody a few times or the right spot.
Even bottles, you break bottles on people all the time.
My God.
That is not easy. You'll break somebody's skull before the bottle will break.
I just like you just gave me a big headache because you could break somebody's skull before the bottle breaks.
Yes, especially those champagne bottles. Oh my God.
Yeah, you could do some damage.
That's a serious weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things do not break on people's heads. The movie's been lying to y'all.
Yeah, the ones in the movies are made out of sugar.
Yeah, you will kill somebody with that. You really could.
Yeah.
Be careful. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. If somebody breaks into your house, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I just want you to know what you're doing when you do it.
So was the quote, "He picked the wrong house," was that her quote?
That was her quote. That's exactly what she said. He picked the wrong house. That's what she said. And she showed him. She sure did. And I hope everybody in jail knows what he did so they can all laugh at him.
I will say this about this granny. I bet she does not have good sweets at her house. I bet you don't you go to granny house like, where the pie? Ain't no pie in here.
Yeah,
It's protein shakes.
Yeah. You can have some cheese and crackers.
She don't do dairy. Granny don't do dairy or carbs. You can ask no. You need some seaweed and some protein shakes at granny house. Maybe some sunflower seeds if she's feeling generous.
Right.
Let you have that fat.
Exactly. Okay, so more Netflix news. We always got Netflix news. So this is just a little heads up. If you own an older device, order one of these devices, Netflix for you may not work after today. Today is the cutoff deadline because some of the older tech is not compatible with their latest rollout and won't be able to stream Netflix any longer. Lucky for you, the Netflix is found in abundant places and, is a pretty easy fix if need be to buy new streaming devices. Not that expensive, but here's a list of some of the things that may no longer work for you starting today. the Roku SD, the Roku HD.